Good morning, KU. I'm Sam Mola.
And I'm Mary Kate Baker. Sam, why don't you tell me a little bit about your weekend?
Well, I had an eventful weekend.
Okay.
Friday, I went to go see the movie Fury.
Oh, okay. Who's in that?
Brad Pitt and Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, okay.
It's like the World War II movie, like a little about them in a tank. It was very moving, very powerful. The only thing is, my biggest pet peeve about going to movie theaters is people like laughing at inappropriate times.
Yeah.
So like it's an intense scene. I don't want to give anything away, but Brad Pitt's again like fired at from all different direction. The guy behind me is just like cracking up, thinking it's like the best comedy in the league. And I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, if you walk into this movie theater by the crowd's reaction, you think it's like the number one comedy.
Okay, yeah. Well, and it's sad because that's what people do when they're in comfortable positions, but okay, well, it was good and you liked it. Other than that,
I give my approval.
All right.
How was your weekend?
Actually, it was awesome. I got to go to Texas Tech. I went to the Texas football game and had a blast. We actually, KU, we put up a great fight. First and kind of second quarter, we were moving a little slow, but after halftime, we really picked it up, and it was a fun game to definitely be at. Texas gave a warm welcome. We didn't walk away with victory, but we still put on a good fight.
Well, you're from Texas, though,
yes,
right?
Yes, I am. It was nice. Oh, yeah, I got to see those Texan ways and saw a few friends, so it was nice to be back in Texas for a bit.
Awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, leading into sports, why don't we talk about, I don't know, the World Series? That might
Is
be
that even news here?
I don't know. Might be in Kansas City Royals.
It's like a Cinderella story with this team. It's like they almost have to win now. I mean, they're not losing a playoff game.
Definitely.
It's like almost like a movie. Like what movie has the Cinderella story losing in the championship game?
It can't happen. Right. Knock on wood. So, but no, it's exciting. We're playing San Francisco Giants. Hopefully, it's going to be a good fight.
Are you going to try to go to any games or no?
Gosh, I wish, but okay. First pitch tonight is at 7:07.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could just walk right into that. I don't think I could, but no, I think it'd be a great game to go to.
I just want to go down there for the atmosphere too.
Definitely.
We'll
I don't know.
Maybe I'll go down there, make a little trip out of it.
There you go. No, it'd be definitely a fun thing to go to. But I guess maybe moving into a little bit more serious note. I guess I could be happy. They're starting to do vaccine treatments for Ebola. They're starting the testing for that.
Really?
Yes. After about, I think it's been 4,500 deaths caused from Ebola, they're finally starting to kickstart vaccine testing.
That's a good thing. I mean, let's get this out. Let's get this going. Let's get this treated. There's too many people getting hurt from this disease.
From the disease, and it's supposedly going to be very good because the vaccine is not supposed to be able to make the person who had taken the vaccine sick because there's not enough the genetic makeup of Ebola in the vaccine. So supposedly it's going to be very helpful. They don't know what kind of form that they're going to be able to use on mass quantities, but I think it's great that they're getting started and getting the ball rolling.
Yeah, it's a big sigh of relief
Definitely.
with that being out of the way. But stay tuned. We'll be back with Maddie doing an interview that will blow you out of the water.
Welcome back to Good Morning KU. I'm Maddie. I'm joined with my teammate, Allie. Allie, thanks for being here.
No problem.
So we're both on the rowing team, and we just had our first regatta, which is a race. Some people don't really know that word. It was called the Jayhawk Jamboree. We had it on Saturday here in Lawrence at our boathouse. Tell me a little bit about your races.
Well, it was my first race being a Jayhawk, and I raced in an 8 that came 4th, and my 4 came 3rd. So it's a good start to the season.
Yeah. And so it was your first race as a Jayhawk. How
Yeah.
was that experience? It's kind of different.
Yeah, it was different. It's definitely different than competing in high school. Like, I feel like you're definitely competing at a higher level. I was so nervous, but so excited at the same time. And like, I felt so proud to be wearing like my KU row suit.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you rowed in high school. You're originally from New Zealand. I'm sure
Yes.
everyone can tell by your accent.
Yeah.
Tell me about the difference in the experience of being a high school rower in New Zealand to being a collegiate rower in the States?
Okay, so well, where I'm from in New Zealand, rowing is very big, so like everybody knows what rowing is, and rowers are kind of like the cool athletes. I don't know how to say it, but I feel like here at KU, like lots of people don't know what rowing is.
People don't really know who we are.
So I'm like, they're like, you're a rower, what's that? And I was like, well, come down and see. So it was a different experience, but it's exciting, yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting, and I don't know about you, but I was so excited about how many people turned out to the regatta.
Yeah, there was a big crowd.
Yeah, and not many people ever get to see us. We're not a spectator sport, so that was fun.
Yeah, and that's our only home race, is that right?
Yes. Yeah. What else are you looking forward to this season?
Well, we have our next race coming up in 3 weeks, and it's Head of the Hooch, and it's in Chattanooga, and it's another 5K race, so I'm looking forward to that and traveling to Tennessee.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And so, do you like spring racing, fall racing? They're pretty different.
They're different. I don't know if I have a favorite here. I like both. I like the fast pace of the 2K racing in the spring season, but I also like the long racing of the 5K.
Yeah.
So different race plans, but both exciting.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, and like Allie said, we have our next regatta coming up in a couple of weeks now in Tennessee, and then in the spring we actually have, I think, 3 races here, 1 in Lawrence, 2 in Kansas City. So we would love all the support we can get.
Come out, guys.
Thanks for being in here.
No problem.
And we'll be back with the news.
Hi, I'm Savannah Hutton. And I'm Dana Shobucky. This is your Tuesday Good Morning KU News Update. Police uncovered the bodies of 7 women near Gary, Indiana yesterday. 43-year-old convicted sex offender Darren Dion Van has been charged with the death of 1 woman, but this initial murder investigation led to the confession of the other 6 murders. Van is reportedly cooperating, but the news of a possible serial killer has community members worried.
A South African judge sentenced Paralympian Oscar Pistorius to 5 years in prison for the Valentine's Day killing of Reva Steenkamp. The South African Olympic athlete was charged with culpable homicide for the fatal shooting of his girlfriend in February 2013. The charge, very similar to manslaughter, means that a person was unintentionally but unlawfully killed. The prosecution asked for a minimum of 10 years in prison, while Pistorius' defense called for house arrest and community service. Both sides will have 14 days in which to decide whether to launch an appeal.
Iconic fashion designer Oscar de la Renta passed away last night at the age of 82. De la Renta was diagnosed with cancer in 2006, and his past health was described as precarious. Originally from the Dominican Republic, de la Renta designed clothes for women like Jacqueline Kennedy and Oprah Winfrey. Friends and fans mourn the loss of the fashion star and gentleman.
Kansas Governor Sam Brownback has ordered the creation of a specialized team designed to respond to any suspected cases of Ebola in the state of Kansas. There have not been any confirmed cases of the disease in the state, but the Kansas Department of Health and Environment is preparing for any developments. The new plan, proposed by the governor, includes stronger rules on protective gear and isolation than the federal requirements.
The Kansas City Royals square off against the San Francisco Giants in the first game of the World Series tonight at 7:07 p.m. The 7-game series is scheduled to start at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City this evening. Local fans are hoping for a first-game win as the Royals go in with an undefeated postseason record. The team won their last World Series title 19 years ago.
The Marijuana Reform Initiative launched a new petition aimed at lowering the penalties for marijuana possession in Wichita. The proposed law change would result in only a $50 fine for a first-time infraction involving a maximum of 32 grams of marijuana. Petitioners need to gather 2,800 signatures in order to secure a spot on the ballot in April.
Senate candidate Greg Orman will be on KU's campus today to address a group of students on his college affordability plan. According to his website, Orman wants to reform the federal student loan system. The event is scheduled for 3 p.m. at Ecumenical Campus Ministries on Oriad Avenue.
A Greek task force held its first meeting last night to discuss how the KU Greek community will address sexual assault. Members of the Panhellenic Association and the Interfraternity Council have created a framework for new member education which addresses prevention and awareness of sexual assault. The task force was assembled to show that the Greek community is taking a stance on the issue and is prepared to be held accountable.
Toys R Us has started selling a new Breaking Bad doll based off the popular AMC drama. The meth-related content of the TV series has parents concerned about the toys being offered to their children. One Florida mother has started an online petition to have the new product banned from stores. Toys R Us released a statement claiming that the drug dealer doll is for ages 15 and up, but this has done little to quell the controversy.
2 San Francisco radio stations have refused to pay Lord's hit song Royals during the World Series. The popular song was banned from stations following the Giants' win in the NLCS. One of the station's program managers said in a statement that it was the listeners that called for a temporary ban of the song.
And that will wrap it up for today's news update. After the break, Elizabeth from U at the U will be here to tell us what's going on in the Union this week. Stay tuned.
Hi, welcome back. We're here with Elizabeth Romme from the Union, and there's a lot of events going on this week. Can you tell us a little about those?
Yep. All right, well, we have our book club again this Thursday. We know the name of the book now. It's called This Is Where I Leave You. And you can sign up at tea on Thursdays at 3 for that. It's a really good time. I recommend that. And then, as we all know, our Royals are playing this week in the World Series. And there are SUAs putting on watch parties all week for all the games in the Traditions Lounge in the Union. So it's really fun. They put down their 132-inch TV, and it's a good atmosphere for the game.
Yeah.
And then today is Crimson and Blue Tuesday, like every Tuesday. So all merchandise is 25% off in the KU bookstore, including merchandise that's already marked down. And then it's also Tasty Tuesday. So for Mosa Bakery, we have some bakery item samples out at the desk on the main floor of the Union. We have tiramisu, cheesecake, and those items can regularly be found at our Jaybreak locations on campus and at the Formosa Bakery.
So you can just go to wherever this is. Where is it again?
The main floor of the Union.
Main floor. Just ask. You can get the little free taster, right?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yep.
I'm definitely
Can't pass that up.
Yeah.
And then it's Hunger Awareness Month. October is, so KU Dining supports that. Bring any non-perishable food items to those blue barrels that are all around campus to donate your food, or you can give a $1 donation while you make a purchase at the bookstore or dining services.
So a lot going on at the Union this week. I'm really excited about the watch party.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to drive all the way down to Kansas City and not probably get a ticket because it's like $300 for a standing room.
Right.
And that's probably going to be a great atmosphere.
Definitely.
And to watch the game with friends. Should be a good time. Well, thank you for coming on, and we'll be back with weather.
And now joining us up on the roof, we have Alden. And how's the weather looking up there?
The weather's looking really good up here, Mary Kate. It's a little bit chilly, but we are towards the tail end of October. Current temperature right now is 44 degrees, and the sky is as clear as sunny as far as the eye can see. And you can expect that for the rest of today too, as we can expect an unseasonably warm high of around 72 degrees. But let's get to the forecast that we're all really concerned about, and that is the Royals. First pitch is tonight at 7:07 in Kauffman Stadium. Temperature around first pitch will be around 67 degrees with clear skies and a light breeze out of the east, cooling into the lower 60s and maybe the high 50s by the ninth inning. So if you're lucky enough to go to the game, I would recommend taking a jacket because you might get a little bit chilly. For Wednesday, it'll be cooler and cloudier all day with a high around 70, which is still. And for the Royals, you can also expect it to be cloudy with temperatures in the 60s and around the upper 50s for game time, cooling around to the middle 50s around the ninth inning. So if you're lucky enough to go again, I would also bring a jacket. As for the rest of the week, we stand a chance for some showers on Thursday. That's only about a 50% chance, and the weekend looks fantabulous. Saturday, we have a high of 79 degrees, Sunday a high of 77 degrees, so it might be almost November, but it's certainly going to feel as if it's still August. Mary Kate?
Yeah, you know, Alden, I mean, I'm looking forward to the fantabulous weather. It kind of stinks that it's going to get a little bit warmer, but thank you so much for the weather update, and join us when we get back. We'll have one more special guest.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
They were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Well, you're wrong.
I'm wrong. You're the one who misrepresented the
facts. Are you kidding? Your proposal is ridiculous.
You have no right to call
You are the worst example of politics.
I stand for something.
Flip-flop.
I stand for something.
Flip-flopper, flip-flop.
Your proposal is ludicrous.
My proposal will go exactly the way I say it will.
My dead body.
I think somebody needs a timeout.
That's the power of one.
I motion that I be issued the timeout, and...
Wow, me too.
Yeah, for sure, you should get a timeout.
I apologize.
And I motion that I start showing more respect.
Civility. Pass it on.
And now joining us, we have Austin. Austin, where are you from?
Eudora, Kansas.
Oh,
just
wow.
East of here a little bit.
Okay, right on. Okay, and so before the break, you told me you're a K-State fan. Yeah.
Pretty diehard K-State fan. I gotta admit, I bleed purple. Let's
All
be
right.
honest here.
Okay. Well, I have to ask, how are you enjoying the KU campus? I know you're a K-State fan, but.
Well, it's very, very different from K-State. I know that K-State's is a little more spread out and not in such a big town as Lawrence is. Lawrence is a bigger community, and the Union's a little bit different, which I understand. I don't hate it, but I like K-State more, obviously.
I understand. I think K-State has a beautiful campus as well. Like you said, they're a little bit different, but different in good ways.
Yeah.
I see you have your Royals on. You're excited for the game tonight?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a diehard Royals fan also, and I'm super pumped for this game tonight. I think we have the best bullpen in baseball with Herrera in the 7th, Wade Davis in the 8th, and then Holland in the 9th. I think we can definitely pull it off. I don't know if we'll get the sweep like we've had so far in the postseason, but I think we can pull off the win, and I'm super excited for it.
I like your attitude. Austin, I'm going to let you send us off.
All right. For the Good Morning Crew and Mary-Kate Baker, I'm Austin McNorton. 785 Live is on at 11, and Good Morning KU will be on at 10 tomorrow.
I've never seen a diamond in the flesh. I cut my teeth on wedding rings in the movies, and I'm not proud of my address. In a torn up town, no postcode envy, but every song